Hey guys, it's Lisa, the Productive Babe. Today we are back for another Plan With Me video for the week of July 28th to August 3rd. We are using Seaside Serenity from Paper and Gumption, so I'm very excited. This is a printable kit and my second time using a Paper and Gumption kit, so hopefully this goes well. Also, I hope the audio is a little bit better. I did purchase a mic, so I'm kind of testing that out in this video to help with the background noise that has been going on in my previous videos. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I did print some headers, and then I've obviously used some of the little doodles from this kit already. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and lay down the base, and then I will come back and record the day by day live. So be right back. All right, guys, we are back for the day by day. Let's start out with our sidebar. So I pulled this sticker from Paper and Gumption. This is just like a planning kind of sticker. It's big enough to where I wanted to use it there, just to mark that this week. I think my silhouette and our new printer came in, so this was a very heavy like planning centered week, so I wanted to just put that in the sidebar to mark that. I did struggle quite a bit putting down that base. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I feel like a lot of the boxes looked very similar, and I like to try to space them out as best as I can. Like, I don't like the full boxes to kind of have the same elements and be right next to each other, so I had to lift up a couple times to adjust that, but it's fine. So the first thing on Monday is that I did go to the gym and I did yoga. And I also, let me see, what do I want to put for work this week? I think I'll mark work with these little boxes here. And then I also cooked breakfast. I don't normally cook breakfast because I'm not a breakfast person, but Greg was having a rough morning and I knew he was kind of in a mood from that. So I wanted to make him breakfast because that's his favorite meal of the day. So look at me being nice. And then my sticker's kind of big, so we will use one of those boxes. Okay, for yoga, this sticker is from Mochi Kishi, I think. I don't know, I need to look back at the sheet because I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. And then I have this really cute breakfast sticker from Whimsical Cat Studio Stickers that I feel like I never get to pull because it just has like weird colors, but it actually matches the kit pretty well, so that's nice. And then the laptop is just from the paper and gumption kit. Then I do have a work script. Monday was actually a pretty day. So worked, had a meeting, and I don't typically have like meetings that I have to be a part of, so I do want to mark that. So we have a work meeting. It was just like virtual over Zoom. And then Greg and I cooked dinner together. And I think we'll just let's do a little thing for, yeah, I'll do a little thing for cooking. And then spent the evening on the other side of town because Greg had an MRI appointment. And so I did come with him, and it was like at 8 o'clock at night. And it actually took quite a while. So we were gone for like, I don't know, I feel like we were gone for like 4 hours, it seemed like. So for his appointment, let's use use one of these labels. And then we stopped at the gas station after and got some sodas, which is very unlike us. Neither of us really are into soda, but I don't know, we were both just like really parched, and for some reason a gas station soda sounded like really good, so we stopped on the way home and drank some soda, and then we went to bed right after. So that was definitely not a good idea looking back, but it was fine. Okay, so for our meeting over Zoom, I just have a laptop. This is from Whimsical Cat Studio. And then I have a meeting script. I think this is from, it might be from Carly Plans or Station Stickers, but it initially said team meeting and I just cut off the team part. And then for cooking dinner, we just have a little fork and knife from the kit. And one of my cook together scripts. And then for his MRI appointment, I have this cute little munchkin from Once More with Love. And then I have an appointment script. And then for getting, oh, did I mess that up? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Let's move that. here. Okay. For getting some gas station sodas, I have these, like, I think they're supposed to technically be like little White Claw seltzers from Carly Plans, but they look like sodas. I feel like you can use them for anything. So that was Monday. Then moving on to Tuesday, started my morning going to the gym once again. We will do another label. Let's do the green one. And then I did fill up on gas. And then I had work. It did mark work. Actually, let me put that in first. Let's use the pink one. Yeah. It's for work and for getting gas. Maybe a scalloped one. Yeah. Okay. For yoga, I have that same sticker, just in a different colorway. And a yoga script. Actually did yoga this morning. I went to the gym and then I got Starbucks, so that was nice. That is from the kit, I believe, the car, and then I get gas script. And then for working, another laptop from the kit. I actually really like the doodles that come with this kit. It just makes it so easy when I'm pulling stickers. Okay. Then I was feeling very like emotional this day, just like very sensitive. Yeah, I don't know. I was just like, everything was like hurting my feelings. So I have a pretty big sticker for that. So we'll go ahead and take up some space there. And I think I pulled like a moody script because I was very in the moods, experiencing all the moods this day. And then for cleaning the litter box, let's do one of these. And then I went to Burger Boy because I'm obsessed with their milkshakes, and I got a milkshake and it was so good. I don't go there often, but when I do, I think that's all I got. I just got a shake. I didn't even get any food or anything. I was just like, I want a shake really bad. So I did that. They're so good though. It was like a waffle cone. I think it's like a limited edition or limited offer where it had like bits of waffle cone in the milkshake. And so it was like these little crunchy pieces, and it was just like really hitting the spot. So that was nice. For being just kind of like moody and sensitive, I think that is from Whimsical Cat. Yeah. And then a Moody AF script from Carly Plans. And then for just cleaning the litter box this day, that is from the Paper and Gumption kit. The Scoop Poop script. And then for getting a shake, I have these cute little shakes from Once More with Love. And yeah, that was Tuesday. Let's move on to Wednesday. Oh, Wednesday. I have a lot to mark. Okay. So first I got paid. That was exciting. Let's put that in. I think let's use one of these. It'll be for payday. I think I'm going to kind of work my way from the bottom like in. So the last thing in this row that I want to mark is that I got Starbucks. So let's use a little thing for Starbucks. And then on the way to the gym, I like whipped a corner in my coffee that I had prepared because I take my coffee with me to the gym because it has like, it's like a protein shake iced coffee, and it's spilled all over me in the car. Luckily, I had just turned like off the street from my house, so I was able to just like come back home and clean up and then head back to the gym. But yeah, just like not a good start to the morning. So I do want to mark in that I spilled my coffee all over myself. Use an appointment label. And then that is why I ended up getting Starbucks after, because I didn't have my coffee. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get Starbucks. Okay, and then for just actually going to the gym, we'll do one of these. Yeah. No. Let's do the darker one. Yeah. Okay. All right. So payday, I just pulled the little dollar signs from the kit, and then a payday script. For spilling coffee all over myself, I had this little tiny Coffee Monsters Co sticker, if you can see. A little emoji that spilled coffee. And then for yoga, that same sticker, just in an alternating color. And then yoga again. And then for getting Starbucks, I pulled the coffee cup from the kit. Actually, I'm going to cut that because it's like kind of big for that space. I feel like I need to get better about cutting stickers. I feel like I typically just like squeeze them in, and then I feel like it just looks kind of weird. I probably cut that like more than I needed to, but yeah, I feel like now you can't tell what it is. Let me see. Move that down a little bit. That looks like a coffee cup, right? I think so. Okay. And there is a Starbucks like conveniently right next to my gym, so it's very hard to like resist that urge to just go to Starbucks, but it is what it is. So I did get paid this day, like I said, so I had like all this stuff that I had saved in my cart that I wanted to purchase from Amazon. A lot of it was like stuff that I needed that I was out of. I don't know. I get everything from Amazon. It's just so easy. So marked that I placed a pretty big order. We use a little thing label. I don't know. And then I was just like not feeling well this day. Just feeling like sickish for some reason. I don't know. I think it was allergies or something, because I did pull I pulled a Once More with Love sticker that looks like it's allergy related, but looking back, I'm not sure if it was allergies or if I had like an actual cold, but it doesn't really matter. So, actually, you know what? Let's do one of these. And then I did laundry, and then I organized my foil sticker collection, and that took me so freaking long. So let me pull out a bigger sticker for that. I have a ton of foil just like left over, and I'm sure you guys do too, like from past kits where you don't use everything, right? So you just have a ton left over. And I feel like it was so disorganized, and because of that, I find myself not really reaching for the foil, because that binder was just like, it was so big, it was like popping out of the seams, you know. But I did take some time to organize it, so I wanted to put that in. Let's see. For laundry though, I'm just going to use a little thing sticker. yeah. Actually, let me adjust this just a little bit because that's gonna bother me. It's funny, like I spent, I don't know, probably like 2 or 3 hours organizing it, and I have yet to pull any foil. I do have like some kits, like some foil bundles, but I don't know, just kind of saving them for, I don't even know what, to be honest. I just don't feel like using foil right now. For my big Amazon order, that is from the kit. Have an Amazon script. I don't know. That might be Curly Plans or might be Planahan. I'm not sure. For not feeling well, I have this sticker from Once More Love, and I feel like, look at all those colors. Like, they totally match the kit. I was so excited to be able to pull that one. And then a Feeling Like Shit script from Curly Plans. And then for putting away laundry, that is also from the kit. And then I just have one of my laundry scripts. For organizing my foil collection, that is from SPC, I believe. And then I have an organized script from Planahan. I'm gonna leave a little bit of room because I do wanna write in that I organized my foil specifically. So that was the first half of the week. Okay, we are on to Thursday. Let me just take a quick coffee break. Okay. Pretty much the same stuff. Marked yoga again. I actually got McDonald's on the way back from the gym, which seems counterproductive, but oh, you know what? I think I was playing a Winner Designs Playing With Me in the car on the way home from the gym, and she was like doing the day by day and talked about getting like McDonald's breakfast or something, and I was like, oh, that sounds so good. So I literally was like, and like did a detour to McDonald's, and yeah. And then I came back and I just did some work, like I said. So let's do for yoga. Actually, let me figure out what I want to. Let's do this for work. Yeah, put that down first, and then yoga. You know what? I haven't really pulled this sticker, so let's use that. And then for getting a McDonald's breakfast, I think I got a hash brown, and then I tried their new spicy like sausage and cheese biscuit. I don't know. It was so fucking gross though. Like, it was so nasty. That sauce was just really bad. I love spicy, but that, I don't know what that was. And they just like drowned it too. It was like it was wet. It's not good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm also just like not a breakfast person, like I said. But I can go ham on those hash browns, that's for sure. Typically I get like 2. I used to have a coworker back when I worked in an office who she'd always stop and get breakfast in the morning, and if it was McDonald's, she would bring me back like 3 hash browns, which I thought was so sweet. Oh, I miss you, Lisa. I know you're not watching this, but she was so sweet. She was like my work mom. But anyway, same sticker to mark yoga from Mochi Kichi. And then from McDonald's, I have a little bagel sandwich from SPC that I thought was appropriate because I did get one of their sandwiches, even though it was really bad. And then I have a McDonald's script. And then for work, I just pulled another one of those laptops from the kit and a work script. Okay, for some reason I just felt the need to like check the camera to make sure I was recording, because I feel like the last couple of videos either like audio is missing, like video footage is missing, so we're good. We're recording. We're still fine. Okay, I took a nap this day, probably because I wasn't feeling well the day before. So we'll put in our nap. Actually, I took a little nap yesterday and it was It's so nice. I haven't taken like naps in a long time, I feel. Actually, let's do that the right way. Okay. That is for our nap. It was also so hot this day. I mean, it's been hot, but actually, I think this is when it started because the next week was like the hottest week that we've had here. I'm from San Antonio, so I'm used to heat. Like I always say I'm like a little lizard. Like I thrive in the heat. But when it gets to the triple digits, that's when I start to actually feel it. Like I can do like 95, 96. Like I'm good. But as soon as we get into those triple digits, I'm like dying. And I think I've mentioned this many times before, but we live in a really old house and it's just it's hard. It's hard for the house to keep up with when it gets to that point. So I think for it being hot, yeah, I'll do this. Yeah, our poor little house. It can't keep up. It can't keep up. And we had our AC checked on a couple weeks ago, and they said everything was great. AC is working fine. It's relatively new in the last couple of years, but when it's hot outside, it's hot. There's nothing we can do. So that kind of stinks. Because it ends up being like 80 degrees in our house, which is not fun. Especially at night when you're trying to go to sleep. That's when it really hits. That's when it really starts to bother me because I like to be warm throughout the day, but as soon as I go to bed, like I want the AC on. I want it to be nice and cool. As do most people, I'm sure. And then we also baked some cookies this night, or I baked cookies, I should say. I made homemade cookies. I was like, I really want chocolate chip cookies. Like that just sounds really good right now. But we didn't have any, and I also didn't want to go anywhere because I was, like I said, very hot. And I don't know, just when it's hot outside, I just don't want to do anything. And then I realized I was like, I have all the ingredients to make like homemade chocolate chip cookies. Like I have flour, I have chocolate chips, egg, butter, baking soda, like all the stuff. There's sugar. So I actually whipped up some homemade chocolate chip cookies and they actually came out pretty good for my first time. So that was nice. And it actually made a lot, so we were able to like have that for the next couple days as a little dessert. The sleepy mask is from the kit, and then for it being so dang hot this day, I have this like happy squidge from Stick with the Plan Co. Although I was not happy, but I couldn't find any like. Actually, no, I do have some kind of like negative weather themed stickers, but for some reason I didn't pull it. That is just a hot AF. Did I seriously do that again? It's this laptop. It's the work thing. It's like tripping me up. I don't know why I keep doing that. Hold, please. Okay. Okay. For making my homemade chocolate chip cookies, this is from SPC. And then I actually have a bake cookies script from, I think, Plain Hannah. And then I did make dinner this night. And that's from the kit. And then I just have a cook dinner script. Okay, on Friday was so exciting because my silhouette in our printer came in. I say our printer because we are planning to use it for like work as well, but let's be real, I made sure that it was going to be a good printer for like printing and cutting stickers. So, but it didn't come in until like late in the evening, so I was waiting all freaking day for this package. I actually have a sticker that I pulled that's kind of funny. But first thing in the morning, I wanted to mark that it was National Planner Day. Okay, guys, it happened again. My phone stopped recording somewhere around Thursday, I think. My phone ran out of storage, so that was great. But I'm just gonna quickly run through the weekend. So Friday, I marked that it was National Planner Day, and I used a sticker from the kit, got Starbucks, did a hot Pilates class, work, McDonald's, and then I was waiting for my silhouette and printer to come in this day. It was supposed to be delivered in the afternoon, and then it got pushed to the evening, so I was waiting like all day for that. So that's from Once More Love. And then it finally came in, and I was setting everything up, and I started printing and cutting stickers. And then I got Burger Boy for dinner. On Saturday, I woke up early to start printing and cutting again. A lot of these are from just the kit, honestly, because they come with like so many doodles. And then the wash bedding, that is also from the kit. And then my boyfriend grilled dinner for us, the squages from Stick with the Plan Co. And then we did some Big Bang Theory binging. And then Sunday was really fun. We got to spend the day at the pool with my family, which was really nice. Got Starbucks, McDonald's, cleaned the litter box, printed and cut more stickers. Marco's Pizza for dinner. That is from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then we saw Final Destination Bloodlines. So that was the week of July 28th through August 3rd. I am so sorry that the footage cut out again. I'm gonna have to go through my phone and see what I can delete. I really thought I had enough storage for at least like an hour worth of footage, but I guess not. So yeah, hope you guys, like I said, still enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment down below, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and you'd like to see future Plan With Me videos. I can't guarantee that there won't be any technical issues because it seems like every video there has been, but we will finally get it straight, hopefully, in the next one. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. If you made it this far and you're still watching, leave a pineapple emoji down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!